Hi everyone, it's going to be another haul video today, and this time it's from Amazon, and these are sort of mixed media kind of things, mostly for scrapbooking. And let's start with this corner here. So I got some of these Glassine small bags, and this is a 100 pack. It's like an envelope kind of thing, and I really like in the scrapbooking layout, or more of like a photo album layout, when you tuck when you adhere the picture on top of it and just let some of it stick out, and then you can put like a tag inside that you can pull out with notes. For example, if you want to write something about the day that the picture was taken or the moment of it, and you don't want it to be on the layout, it's such a great way to just tuck it in there and just kind of make it a little bit more private. So the quality is really good. I really like how they're made, and the size is really good as well. It's a 72 by 100 millimeters, so 7.2 by 10 centimeters in other words. Okay, so I will leave all the links below. So these are doilies, and these are very small doilies. These are great because I think they're made for crafting. So this is by the brand called Craft, and I think I've got some of their stamps from Hobbycraft before. So these are 40 paper doilies. They're super cute, very small, and I'm trying to see the size. So the size of them is 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters. So that's very, you know, for a small picture that will do quite nicely. And then finally I ordered some white tissue paper, and I didn't know how this is going to turn up, because some tissue paper feels really nice and some tissue paper feels a little bit cheapish. I don't know, just the feel of it doesn't, it just feels a little bit too kind of too thin in a way. I was looking for something different. I don't know. So anyways, the next thing I got actually is this fuse tool. So I was thinking about it for a while, and the first time I saw it being used is actually in Ali Brown's video, when she created a little pocket for her traveler's notebook, and I really liked the look of it, but I just wasn't sure whether I need it or not. And so I thought I'll finally go ahead and see what I can create with it. So it's got two ends, one with a roller kind of thing here on top, which is creates that perforated kind of seal like this one, but this is a different, obviously one. This is just like lines, and this would be just dots. So I don't have an example here for you to see. And the other one is like a pen end, and you just can seal whatever you want and just, you know, go around it, and it's going to create just a smooth seal line. And then you have this like a metal ruler, which I guess you run, if you want, you run on top of it if you want to create something like a straight line. You do need to use some sort of like an embossing or a heat mat underneath, just to protect the surface of your desk or whatever you're working on. So that's advisable. And so yeah, so you can create all sorts of things. This is for like a planner kind of thing, or album. And yeah, this is by We Are Memory Keepers. So yeah, so I'm going to try something out and make a tutorial for that. I have something in mind already. So now let's move on to the next few items, and these are from Ranger by Tim Holtz. And so I ordered this Distress Collage medium matte because I have seen him use it in one of the videos, and it just looked really cool, and I kind of wanted to try it. I do have a small, so I've got this one here, which is also by Ranger, and it's a multi-medium matte. So this looks different. I don't think that This is by Tim Holtz, but basically this is just a little bottle I got just to kind of try it out and see how it feels. It feels quite nice, and it's great to kind of just pop into your pencil a case or something. It's like a great travel sized little bottle. The jar is actually quite small, but then having said that, you only need a little bit of it. When I was ordering it, I also decided to order this collage brush because I loved how Tim was talking about it. It's basically created to be used with that, and he says when you are using it, then to avoid having the bristles to dry and stick together, just wrap it into like a wet or damp tissue, and then you can use it throughout the layout without worrying for it to get damaged or, you know, dry or whatever. And it's a good size. It's very small. There are, I think, 3 different sizes altogether, so that works perfect for my layout. So predominantly, I'll just show you quickly in my fashion journal, but basically it's great to use it as glue. You can just kind of smear it underneath and apply it, or you can put it onto paper and apply your piece of collage on top, because when it's going to dry, it's not going to look like glossy glue. It's going to dry to a matte texture, so that's fine. Or you can also collage things on top, like here for instance, you could just collage the papers on top of each other as well to create some nice collages. And that is that. Then I have also ordered the I have seen it now so many times, this tiny attacher, and that's still coming, but it's supposed to come some point in May, probably end of May. So I just thought I'll won't be waiting for that, because that's the only outstanding item. And so yeah, so these are the refills, and you can see how teeny tiny they are. And they come in this cardboard box, so there's plenty of them. 1,550, so that should last me a long while. And yeah, it just looks so cute when you are creating little kind of clusters of ephemera or cutouts or whatever it may be, and it just looks pretty neat. The last thing I have ordered is this. It's a hole punch. And it's by the brand called Artemio. I already have taken it out of the packaging. I believe I ordered some stamps from this brand before, so but this particular stamp is super cheap. It was like £3 and a little bit, so under £4, which I think is super cheap. But and so it kind of has that quality, and I kind of was expecting it to be not super duper high quality, but it does do the job, and I will show you in a minute. I'm just trying to see what it's called. It just says hand punch, but it doesn't say anything else on it. Anyway, so it's a tiny punch of 3 millimeters. Why doesn't it say on the packaging? So it's a 3 millimeter hole punch, so it's not the regular hole that you would punch, and that's why I got it. So it basically looks like that. I hope you can see it. I'll show you on the black background here. So that's how teensy the hole is. It does kind of I mean, it doesn't punch it perfectly. You can see there's some sort of paper around it, so it's not super duper sharp or anything like that. But for £3, I suppose it's probably good. I couldn't find anything else that was very good quality or much more expensive than that and would punch such a cute tiny little hole. So this is to create a tag. By the way, someone left a comment which I still need to get back to about I made a tutorial how to make tags, which is these little ones, and someone corrected me saying they're called actually tabs. And thanks for leaving that comment. Yes, they are tabs, and then this would be then a tag. Well, not technically, it has to be like a bigger one, but if you want it to look like a tag, and that would be the way to do it, just to here is a little line through, and then you can use some twine. I'll just quickly show you. So a very quick way of creating an imitation of a tag if you don't have one. And obviously for these you can use all sorts of papers that you have, so you can be super creative. And just take some baker's twine and make it a little loop and then cut it, and there you go. That's your imitation of a tag. In fact, you could cut them bigger if you want, but I like to use mine in layouts, which I have shown you already. So like here for example, and then imagine if that was this one and I could find like a nice colored thing, and that just looks like a tag. So that would be quite cute, or somewhere on top here like so. That looks also quite cute. So that's a little tip for you. Like I said, I will leave all the links below so you can have a look. That is it for my haul. And I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and see you soon.
See you soon.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.